Thanks for tuning in to the GTO Good Old Boy Show with your host, Paul Ponder. New weekly episodes right here on YouTube and Fix TV.
Guys, we're down here at Goose Pond, and Mr. Jared Lintner has walked in the door, and he came in with a guy called Matt Van Meter. And if you don't know Matt, you need to go to Waterfront and meet him. He's one of the nicest guys they are, ain't he?
He is. I met him 2 or 3 years ago now through Vexus, and quickly became one of my close friends.
Well, tell him about your Vexus boat.
So I'm running the new VXS Vexus 20. I ordered a brand new 21 for this coming season, 25. But the VX, which is a boat that Matt's got, it seems larger on the trailer.
Uh-huh.
The VXS is more, I don't know how you say it, sleek, I guess, or something like that. And it's pretty much more responsive on the water because it is a shallower riding boat and things like that, but still the same great ride, real comfortable. I mean, I've had it in, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, and some big water, and it performed really, really nice. So
you ain't lost a thing yet, have you?
Not yet, and my back, the older I'm getting, my back and stuff from delivering milk when I was younger.
The milkman.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
But those air ride seats really help a lot. I'll be honest with you on that. So
everything helps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's good. Sounds like you're going to fish very comfortable this coming year.
I hope so. That's the plan.
Well, you've ended 2024 in a bang in Lake of the
Ozarks.
Lake of the Ozarks.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about it. What tournament? It's Toyota.
That was a Toyota Series. I was trying to qualify for the Toyota Series Championship that's actually here in Alabama, Lake Wheeler, first of November. So I had fished. I was trying to do the wild card deal. So they had to take the top 25. They call the wild card, which you can fish different regions, right? So I fished one in California, one in St. Lawrence in New York, one in Santee Cooper, South Carolina, and then Lake of the Ozarks. So that was going to give me my fourth, but I ended up winning Lake of the Ozarks, so I got an automatic bid into the championship. So I came over here. That's why I'm here today. We're going to go check out Wheeler. I haven't been there 10, 12 years, something like that.
Wow.
And then, of course, fish Gunnersville tomorrow because I hear it's on fire. So.
Gunnersville is on fire. We've had a very, very good year.
Yes.
And, I'm just tickled to death. It humbles you down when you live somewhere like Gunnersville, and you can look out and you can see the beautiful lake, and it's great how people comes in that want to fish Gunnersville.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, this is, I remember, I qualified for the Elite Series in 2005 or 6.
Okay.
And that first year, Gunnersville was on the schedule. And even back then, coming from California, I'd never fished outside of California ever. But I knew Gunnersville. And I think Kevin Van Dam ended up winning that tournament, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, just to, see it and experience it for myself way back then. So what is that, 20 years ago?
Yes.
Something like that?
Yes.
And the lake, it's cycled, and right now it's at, I guess, one of the peak cycles.
And it's coming up.
I was talking to my buddy Chris and Cal, and they're fishing Tuesday nighters, and it's taking 18 pounds for 3 fish to win a Tuesday nighter.
Exactly.
And I'm like, what? And they're, everybody I talk to, they're 3 to 6 pounders are catching tons of them. I'm like, I got to get some of that.
Well, I tell you what, let's go back to the Lake of the Ozarks and carry us through first day, second day, and third day about what you did and how you caught them.
Yeah, so Lake of the Ozarks is it's much like Table Rock, Bull Shoals, and those lakes are really, I've had good luck at all of them. Actually won at Table Rock before. They're really good pattern lakes. Okay, so in practice, I got on this little pattern, swimming a jig, throwing a chatterbait, and flipping a jig. All my favorite things to do. I was wanting to catch them on top water, but they really hadn't got there yet. Had a couple bites, but that wasn't the deal. And I had just enough bites in practice where I was like, okay, a lot of them were on docks. And the good thing about Lake of the Ozarks is there's over 75,000 registered docks.
Good
On Lake
gracious
So I
alive.
wasn't going to run out of targets, right?
Right.
So I found a little area, or I call it a little area. It was a pretty big stretch of the river where I was getting these bites. And the first day it was sunny, no wind, and they were bit the swim jig really good around those docks.
Right.
And day 2, we had overcast, a lot
Lord.
of wind, and I was like, uh-oh, it's going to hurt. Well, it hurt the swim jig bite, but the chatterbait bite went crazy in that wind.
Wow.
So caught a lot of fish on that, and then I flipped a couple, on some shallower docks with just a big old jig. And then day 3 was kind of a mix of both. In the morning, it was kind of like, I don't know, sunny, not as windy, and then the clouds came in, the wind picked up, and the chatterbait. So,
Did you start out with your swim jig?
I did because
then
of the
went to the
conditions.
chatterbait.
Yes, because the wind picked up and the clouds started rolling in, and you could almost kind of sense them getting off that swim jig bite. Like
Really?
They I don't know if they couldn't see it as well or they couldn't feel it. I don't know what the deal was, but when that wind and clouds, that chatterbait was the deal.
Right.
Now, the first day when I said it was sunny and no wind,
Right.
I threw the chatterbait. They
man.
wouldn't bite it. They would not touch that chatterbait.
Really?
But that swim jig, you go on the same side of the same dock, you just threw that chatterbait and you catch one.
Well, I'll be darned.
It's like, dang.
How
man.
do you
So
know when to change and when not to change, what to start with? Or
It was just reading the conditions. I mean, honestly, you hear that a lot, and it gets to be kind of cliche, but it really is. Like right now, I'm looking out at Gunnersville.
Right.
Here. Got a little bit of a breeze. You
right?
know? I mean, I would probably opt more towards a moving bait than I would, say a drop shot or
Right.
slow
In other words, a
moving stuff.
chatterbait, spinnerbait.
Yeah, something like that. You just kind of read the conditions, and a lot of it too is understanding the phase the fish are in.
Okay.
So the fish at Lake of the Ozarks, the water temp was still 77, 78 degrees, and they were really suspended high on these docks. And they were chasing big gizzard shad. I actually had a couple in my live well after the
Wow.
tournament. They were that big,
Yes.
that they were spit up. But the way that they were feeding, like if you threw a slow moving bait by that dock, you might see I was throwing a glide bait in practice.
Okay.
You'd see one come out, but he wasn't committed. He'd just come out there and look at it and swim back. But if you got something rolling by there
Pretty quick.
that made them react, 9 times out of 10, he was coming to kill it.
In other words, you didn't want them to sit there and look at
No,
it.
I didn't. The more time, and I've learned that a lot throwing swim baits in California, Clear Lake and,
Oh, okay.
and Shasta and those clear water lakes.
Right.
The longer they get a look at that bait,
Uh-huh.
the more time they have to realize
It ain't
that
right.
ain't the right deal.
Something ain't right.
Not all the time, but I like surprising them.
Right.
Where they're like, man, I got to eat that before it gets away.
Yes.
It's a blessing and a curse, being able
At
to
the
see
same
those
time.
big fish.
Right,
'Cause
exactly.
they're there, but man, when you see them, they see you. They see your boat.
Right.
They know what's going down.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I got that head jerked enough to know not to bite some things.
That's right. But other
Exactly.
things they can't resist. I mean, Gunnersville, for example, I'll bet you there's a million bass that have been caught in here on a vibrating jig.
Yes.
They're
Exactly.
still going to get caught.
You got that
They
shot right.
can't resist it.
Exactly. It just overtakes them, overpowers them.
They got to have it.
That's it. That's it. Well, you going out with Matt today, and y'all going to Wheeler?
Yeah, we're going to ride down there. Like I said, I haven't been there in 10 or 12 years. And so I was like, well, I got this week off. My son actually on Thursday, so fishing Wheeler, Gunnersville. And then Thursday, I'm going to be at home. We're packing up. My son's got a tournament down in Eufaula, a high school tournament.
Good.
So, yeah, it's a BASS Georgia Federation something tournament. So it's
Right.
like 200-300 boats in these things.
Good gracious.
So he's a senior in high school this year, and so
Is he going to go in your tracks?
man, I never believed that I could make a career fishing.
Right.
But somehow or another, I've been blessed and it's worked out.
Right.
And, you know, the younger generation, they're a lot smarter than me and you.
You got that
That
shot right.
electronics, like I'll get something new or whatever. I'll Jaden, hey, figure this out for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what I'm doing. But, you know, now with all the colleges, right? I mean, full ride scholarships.
Right.
So you get
exactly.
to fish in school.
How do you
and they
pass?
pay- How do you what?
Pass school.
I have not. I barely did. I don't know.
If you had fishing, you'd still be in school.
100%. Well, that's the thing, you know, is part of being on the high school fishing team is you got to maintain your grades, and he
Right.
does a really good
Right.
job. All my kids did really good in school, smarter than me actually. Yeah, so hopefully, you know, he's had some good success prior. He got 5th in nationals a couple of years
Wow.
ago, and so. Yeah, so that's a big part of it. So yeah, Eufaula, so Wheeler, Guntersville, Eufaula, all
Wow.
within 3 days.
Hey, that's a blessing.
Oh, it's awesome.
Somebody
It's
loves
awesome.
to fish like you.
It's
man,
awesome,
that's
man.
just, and you're going to be his captain, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in practice, so on Friday we get to practice. I can fish, but Saturday, the only thing I'm allowed to do, I can't even say, hey, we caught some fish over there off that
Right.
point yesterday. Maybe we should go. I can't even say that. I can't pick up a rod. I can't net a fish. I can't do nothing other
You
than.
don't have butterflies in your stomach?
No, I've done it before, and I'll be honest with you. It's the one thing I've learned: keep my mouth closed, because at the end of the day, they're like, "You talk too much." Like, stop, and bring lots to eat,
Really?
because I eat everything in the boat. 'Cause
There
what
you
else
go.
you gonna do?
Sit there and eat.
I can't fish.
keeps
I don't-
your mouth shut.
I don't understand all these years, you know, when we had boat observers or marshals or camera people. There's no way I can do that.
Right,
Like
exactly.
all the time.
Right.
I mean, it's a great learning experience, but I want to fish.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
won't get down and dirty.
So, but he really enjoys it. You know, I mean, there's something to be said for them. Like, we fished a bunch of team tournaments, and my older son, when he was growing up, we did the same thing. And it was kind of me going, hey, we're going over there.
Right.
Well, Jaden and I have been fishing team tournaments, and I'll ask him now. I'll be like, hey, what do you think? You know, and he'll offer some advice, and a lot of times I'll be like, no, that's not the deal.
Right.
But quick story if we got a second.
Yeah, we got plenty of
So-
seconds.
2 years ago, no, last year? I forget. I think it was last spring. We were at West Point for a high school tournament. I'm boat captain, him and his partner, and we're out there, and they're catching these little old spots, you know. And it was tough bite. And anyway, they'd found a couple little other groups of them, and they coaled up a little bit. You know, they were sitting at about 8, 9 pounds, right?
Right.
And there's a couple hundred boats in this tournament, and I'm like, okay, you know, I mean, I ain't going to be last,
Right. Exactly.
because West Point's tough. And he goes, Dad, that's it. I want to go throw a frog. And I'm like, dude, I'm in, like, hoodie, and it's cold, rainy, you know, the fish ain't up there. You know what I
exactly.
mean? I'm like, really, dude? He goes, yeah, I'm done with catching these spotted bass. I said, okay.
Okay.
You tell me where you want to go.
Make the call.
And I'm just like that. Like, you ain't going to catch nothing.
Right.
Crazy.
That's what was going through your mind.
Yeah, oh yeah. He goes, let's just go to the back of this creek. Just drive me back there. I said, okay. Well, we roll in there, and he's, you know, there's a couple laydowns and
Right.
things. I'm like, dude, and you can see the bottom.
Oh, mate.
And the water temp's like 56 or something. And I'm like, this is not
freezing.
happening. Like,
Right.
you know. Catch a 4-pounder, ends up getting 5th or 4th place.
Wow.
I'm like,
The large mouth
just,
came true.
that just shows, you know, I've been doing this for over 30 years, 20
Right.
professional, whatever. I learned something that day.
Exactly.
So you look at
Exactly.
things differently when you're first learning. And,
Right.
and I've noticed that fishing with him around where we live now, to be like, let's go over there and try that. I'm like, that's stupid. There's
Yeah.
no fish over there.
Let's go over
Fine.
and catch
Well,
some.
let's go try it.
Yeah.
Well, go over there and try it. Guess what?
They're there.
Just because we have a preconceived notion,
Correct.
or maybe we think we know what's going on, bass doesn't.
They just living,
They,
aren't they?
they just live and eat.
That's it. That's it.
So been having fun though.
Well, Mr. Jared, I really appreciate you coming by today to sit down and take your time out of your day. I know you're going to have a great day. You're going to be with your friends. You fish with your family.
And I got Janet make me a breakfast sandwich.
There you go. That's what I'm talking
really
about.
Cool here. I didn't realize that you guys had taken this on.
We've had it since Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
Last Tuesday. This is a week today.
Now this is where the Unified Pro tournament's coming out of, right?
I was going to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Have you paid your $500?
Oh, I'm in.
Okay. All right.
I'm in. I qualified.
You done qualified with that win.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So
Congratulations,
I will be here. What is that? October next year.
Right.
25. So
hey, I want to take this time right here to say, Chris Lane, you better get off your butt and qualify.
Hey, that wasn't. So I did an Instagram post where I talked about that. I called him out. I said, "Hey, my buddy Chris Lane, he hadn't even
exactly.
Hey, he better step up his game. Him and Cal.
Cal, I forgot about you, but you better get in there with your daddy. Let's see who qualifies first.
They don't need to. They could.
Oh,
you know what?
Just
next
back
year
off.
they could come out here and be my camera people. Follow me around.
If that ain't motivation, I don't know what is, guys. So y'all better be watching and getting out there and doing it.
That's right. That's right. But no, congratulations on all this. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And
we're excited about it.
Now, is that what is it? Tournament? That frog tournament next weekend?
Spro.
Is that coming out of here?
No, that's going to be out of Civitan Park.
Oh, down there by okay.
Down there next to GTO.
Okay. Yeah.
Browns Creek.
Yep. So what is there? 3 locations now, right?
Yes, there's 3. We got Gunner's Tackle and Outdoors at Browns Creek.
Yes.
Then we've got Waterfront. And now we have Goose Pond.
That's awesome.
So, we're excited about this because we got a place for 250 boats to launch. And we've got a lot of ideas floating around in our mind. And I think the city and Goose Pond Colony is going to work with us. And I think we're going to make them come true, Jerry.
I think so, man. It's a beautiful spot. And, I'm looking forward to next October already.
We're going to take the next 2 or 3 months, try to get all the tackle we need in here and get some changes made. And but that's enough about us. We want to spotlight you and tell you congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Congratulations on qualifying for Unified Pros. And so sounds like 2024 has been good to Jared Lintner.
It's been good, man. And it's still, hopefully got 3 or 4 more tournaments yet to go.
Right.
So
that's it.
Yeah, keep it rolling.
Sounds like a winner. Guys, y'all get out there and fish with your family first. Fish with your friends. Have a lot of fun. And the bottom line is just fish. Keep them lines tight and put them in the boat. Thank y'all.